All right, so number 11 says, which number sentence can be used to find the number that goes in the box? So we have 12 divided by 2 is equal to some number. So 12 divided by 2 is obviously 6 because half of 12 is 6. So I'm going to go ahead and write that right next to the box. And let's go through these answer choices. So letter A says 2 plus 12 is equal to 14. That is true, but that doesn't really help us with this question. So I'm going to mark that out. Letter B says 6 times 2 is equal to 12. That is true, and that does apply to this problem because we found that half of 12 is 6. So obviously, if we multiply 6 by 2, we're going to get 12, okay? So that's probably it. Letter C says 12 times 2 is equal to 24. That doesn't really apply. And then letter D, 2 plus 10 is equal to 12. That doesn't help us out with this problem. So our correct answer is going to be letter B. Number 12, Janet has 2 new games. Each game has 3 packs of cards. Each pack has 10 cards. Which model can be used to find the total number of cards Janet has for these 2 games? All right, so Janet has 2 new games, right? So we have, let's just say game 1 and game 2. And each game has 3 packs of cards. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And each of those packs has 10. All right, so we're going to put that this has 10 cards. Right, same thing, 10 cards. Just going to put 10C. And same thing for all of them. So let's go ahead and compare each of these answer choices. So they all already have the boxes split up into 2 groups for the 2 games. After that, we should see 3 packs of cards for each, right? And F and G have 3 separate sections, so it's probably going to be one of them. I'm going to go ahead and mark out letter H and J. And then each of those 3 packs should have 10 cards, right? And letter F has 10 in each of those boxes. So it's not going to be letter G. Letter F is our correct answer. Number 13, Layton made a table that correctly shows the attributes of shapes. She used a check mark to identify the attributes of each shape. Which table could be the one Layton made? So each answer choices is talking about vertices, which is like points on a shape, and quadrilateral, which means 4 sides. Okay, so let's go ahead and check each of these answer choices. So letter A says that rectangles and triangles have vertices. That's correct, because they have those points, right, where each side meets. And then quadrilaterals are 4 sides. So that should just be the rectangle, but they also have the triangle with a check. So that is not going to be correct. Let's move over to letter C, because I kind of already see what the answer is probably going to be. So again, rectangle and triangle both have vertices, so that part is good. And then the quadrilateral, the only one should be the rectangle because it has 4 sides, and that is good on this one as well. So our correct answer is letter C. All right, number 14. A group of people bought tickets for a roller coaster ride. The group spent $4 for each ticket. Altogether, the group spent $48 on tickets. Each person in the group got 2 tickets. How many people were in the group? All right, so each person in the group got 2 tickets. And each of those tickets was $4. So 2 times 4 is going to be $8 per person. All right, altogether the group spent $48 on tickets. So basically we have $8 per person, and we need to multiply that by some number that gives us $48 total, right? So 8 times some number is equal to 48, okay? So if we just divide 48 by 8, we should get 6, and that makes sense because 8 times 6 is 48. So our correct answer for number 14 is going to be 6. Number 15, Carter and Dane shared a package of 8 baseballs equally. What fraction of the package of baseballs did each person get? So there's 8 baseballs. They're splitting it between 2 people. Okay, so 8 is going to be our denominator because that's the total. And we have 8 baseballs equally that are going to be split. And so if I just split that in half, each person's going to get 4, right? So 4 over 8. And if we look at our answer choices, we should get letter D.